Now, in this video, we will go to discuss about the engineering design process. So, what are all the basic steps required for making an engineering design? Point number 1, identifying the design needs. It is usually contains a listing of the product function and the customer requirements and expectations about the product features. So basically it is like a market survey what we do wherein about the product. So it usually contains a listing of the product functions and the customer requirements and expectations about the product features. So this step will going to come into the picture only when the company gets an order from the customer. Once they get order from the customer, then they will going to start making the design. When you want to make the design, first you should have what are the requirements of that functional requirement of the product, and then what is the requirement of the customer and what are its expectations. All those things has to be listed first. Then the second step is conducting the research. In order to find an engineering design solution, there is a need to conclude as much information as possible about the needs or the problem. So that means what are all the possibilities about the solution on that particular product has to be listed, and what are all the problems which will going to be coming across while solving those design solution. All those things which should be listed. People from diverse background and expertise assist design engineers in researching and assess the existing products or solutions and identify the adaptable technologies catering to the present needs. So that means from the diverse background, suppose a planning department will also be involved in this, because once we go for the design, we want to know about the material. If the material has to be procured, whether the material is readily available in the market or whether the material has to be ordered from the, it has to be ordered or it should be imported. All those things, and also what is the lead time required to procure the material, and is there any other alternative solutions can be thought of other than the imported material to put because of the transit, and whether we have a proper processes which should be able to achieve, and also adaptable technologies what is required, whether it is available in our organization. All those things which should be taken care of in the design itself. Then in step number 3, brainstorm and plan. Brainstorming the possible solutions with a team of experts play a vital role in the engineering design process. So that means what are all the possible solutions which should be able to incorporate on that particular product by sitting with set of experts, discussing about the problems, discussing about the product. So arriving at a particular method or the particular process to be adopted, imagining the best possible solutions and selecting the most promising one helps to deliver the expected outcomes. So once we have the set of experts have been put together in a meeting, and then they conduct the meeting so that they will going to discuss all the possible solutions, out of which is the best possible solution considering from the point of view of the manufacturing and also on the procurement, and so that it should be cost effective and also to get the best possible quality, and also we should be able to complete within the least possible time. So then plan accordingly to gather all vital inputs and step up the next course of action. Then step number 4, select a solution. Of all the possible solutions, choose the solution that best meets the requirement of the product or customer, and easier modeling a prototype using CAD or CAE software. So in the olden days, once we come across this, after doing this, we used to develop a prototype model. By physically we used to do it. So but today we don't have that particular requirement, because with the advent of good CAD softwares and CAE softwares are available. So by using those softwares, you create a prototype model. Then step 5, build a prototype. Creating a physical or virtual model prototype helps companies validate the product functioning, fit, form, and ergonomics. The further helps to enhance the product design performance. The advent of CAD software has made the prototype easier. So that means building a prototype. So if you want, we can build a physical prototype, or else we can create the virtual model, that is the prototype model. Helps the companies to validate the product functioning. So how does it will going to help? Once we have CAD and CAE softwares, we can be able to design the model or create the model, and then by using the analysis softwares, you can analyze the what are all the impact, or what are going to be the stress developed and all those things, and then the ergonomics point of view, how the shape will going to look like. And then once these things can be done by applying the CAD models, which makes the prototype becomes very easier. So they need not have to, once everything is through, then they go for test and evaluation. That's step number 6. Testing and evaluating the prototype on a given criterion is a key steps in the engineering design process. Identifying the flaws at this stage helps to rectify them and eliminate the quality compromising elements from the design. So that means once you want to make the testing and evaluation of the product of a given prototype model, so what happens if there is any flaws? So you can identify the mistakes, and we can rectify the mistake then and there itself. So thereby eliminating the quality and eliminate the quality compromising element. So always we should never compromise on the quality of the product. The quality has to be the best, so that you will going to get a good quality product in the market. So compromising elements from the design. There should be redesign to improve. It involves repeating the above steps to execute the deliverable outcome in order to match the expectations in terms of design and quality while adhering to other project goals. So that means, suppose if there is any flaws when you are making the test and evaluation, if you get any problem, again they should go back, build a prototype, then try to evaluate, and then this is just like an iterative process or iterative steps, so that you will going to get the best quality, and also without while adhering to other project goals. So whatever you have the project goals, all those things it should be bear it in mind when you are going with the designing the prototype or product. So this is how you will be able to get the these are the basic steps which are involved in the engineering designs. In the next video we will going to discuss about the product design process.